Hello everyone, Manithral here, and welcome to the OSRS weekly update video. Now this week we have new client features milestone 1. So this is the first drop of the new client features. So today, the issues that got raised, this is issues and hotfixes. At 11:50 BST, Steam only, players can't mark tiles at Sire. This issue will be resolved next week. And again, at 11:50 BST Steam only, player clients are crashing. So it says, please make sure to update your game client via Steam before logging in to avoid the crashes. To do this, right-click the game in Steam, go to Properties, Local Files, and then verify integrity of game files. This way you know you're completely up to date. At 12:10 BST, Steam only, the minigame teleport cooldown option has the same description as the home teleport cooldown option, and that will be resolved next week. And at 12:35 BST, Steam only, the XP bar clashed with the Theater of Blood interface, and that'll be resolved next week. So first up, we have the new client features milestone, and it is the opponent information HUD. So, as you can see down here, this is what you're traditionally used to. It's not entirely too much information. However, now there is going to be, as you can see here in the top left, shows you their max health and their current health. And this way you have a little bit more information as to what is going on. And it says there'll be this is actually very handy for fighting, especially bosses. But bosses in the Chambers of Xeric have HP threshold indicators for vanguards, and the Nightmares has both shield and HP values. So do keep that in mind. There's going to be a buff bar icon now, much like RS3. So regular in the buff. So here's what are the toggleable options that are going to be available. Show hide buff bar, it's shown by default. Show hide tooltips, show hide league relics on the buff bar. Show hide home teleport cooldown, and show hide minigame teleport cooldown. So this will actually have, you know, your potion benefits, any skills that are boosted above the regular will show. For instance, they show 118 attack, obviously 99 is max. So this shows the different types of buffs that you can actually have. Stat boost. So you can, like I said before, you can show hide stat boost. It is showing by default. Display stat values 60 or relative +4. And show hide tooltips, and then change the number of maximum boxes shown at once from 1 to 6, with 6 as the default. These are the new info boxes that show any skills which are boosted or drained from the base level alongside their skill icons. This way you'll be able to better see what's going on. So we have fishing spot indicators. So they made it easier to figure out which fish have been bobbing around your favorite spots. So if you spots corresponding to the items become highlighted, the indicator reacts to multiple pieces of equipment in your inventory, meaning you can see all available spots at once. However, hover over the fish icon to reveal which slippery swimmers, so which fish are up for grabs. So as you can see, they highlighted 2 different areas, and that is what is available for fishing there. Of course, it shows the fishing equipment needed, and then what you can get from that. And then, of course, again, fishing equipment needed and what you can get from that fishing equipment. This way, there's no more guesswork involved. Tile markers, so you can actually mark tiles. So Gilnor is massive indeed, and sometimes you'll want to revisit somewhere or someone cool. With the new tile marker, you can highlight key locations by holding Shift, right-clicking any tile, and selecting Mark Tile command. Easy as that. Only the players setting the markers will be able to see them. So go nuts. It's just a fun little customization to help you remember something. Chambers of Xeric Helper. That would actually be very useful for clue scrolls. Hint, hint. Chambers of Xeric Helper. So, as you can see in the top left here, this shows some more information, including the Corridor, Scavenger B, Combat, Vanguard A, Puzzle, Tightrope A, Resource Fish B, Combat, Vasa B, Corridor, Floor End B, Combat, Shamans A, Corridor, Scavenger A, Puzzle, Thieving C, Corridor, Scavenger B, Resource Bats C, Total Points, Your Points, and the Time. So that is something to kind of keep in mind. So it is for people who obviously are into the rating. This will show you how much time has elapsed in your raid, your current points, and the order list of rooms to score, including information about the contents of those rooms and the scavenger and connection rooms. So it's absolutely fantastic. Mouse over tooltips. So before interacting with an NPC, object, or item, you have the option to see what handy tooltips below with your mouse. So as you can see here, they are hovering over Shoo Away Stray Dog so they can see what's going on. Chat. Within the chat settings, you're now including timestamps with your chat to see when messages are sent. These can be changed from the server time default to your local time or switched off altogether. Your chat history will be kept for up to 15 minutes after you log out and will be visible if you log in within that time frame. Other features are as follows. Your health and special attack orbs will display the visual timer to indicate when the next HP and special attack will be restored. You are now able to anti-drag to the settings, allowing you to hold shift and move multiple items in your inventory. On desktop, you can now control your frames per second limiting options, choosing between uncapped, 15, 20, 30, and 60 FPS. You can keep your current combat style displayed on the screen without having to open the combat interface. In PvP zones, you can now see the level ranges of the players you can attack. For new players, the settings menu will show less information by default. Keep it simple. The transparent chat box will now appear in the same in the C++ client as it does in the Java client. The C++ client will remember your display settings the next time you log in. Kingdom Divided. So they've made the following changes. You can now add X amount of runes to the Ash Sanctifier, where X is the number of input by player. Fiendish and Vile Ashes have been added to the free-to-play, and Volcano drop Infernal Ashes on death. The Book of the Dead's left-click option has been changed to equipped. Thralls now give points for damage when used with the Chambers of Xeric. Thralls will now aggro when the player splashes a monster using magic. The northwestern area of Piscalares has reverted to a multi-way combat. The quest journal for A Kingdom Divided no longer cuts off when viewed. The Chasm of Fire caves shows up correctly in the minimap, and boars now drop raw boar meat when killed. Theater of Blood modes. There's a fix the bug where the Verzix and Nicholas explosion damage increased in lower scales. Insulated boots now correctly reduce the damage from the lightning attack in hard mode. They fixed an issue where the non-melee Verzik Nilokus in hard mode could be damaged with any style, and now they can only be damaged with their respective style. The Duo Normal Global Best will be reset as they were displaying incorrectly. They fixed an incorrect Nilokus transition on wave 20. In all modes, the overall raid timer now starts after the team commences in the maiden fight. Clan changes are as follows. Obtain valuable loot. The value in which notifications can go out can be determined by the senior clan members and must be done at least once to start this alert. Obtain a pet drop, complete quests, reach milestone skill levels, join or leave the clan. All active recruiters are now notified when applicants received and withdrawn. They are currently aware of that the broadcasts are using the default chat message color, so they're working on fixing that. Barbarian Assault has now been added to social activity. When resigning a clan, You'll now be told who else is eligible to become the new clan leader in your steed. So, choose wisely. They've made a couple rank and title amendments. The clan rank Peon has been renamed to Pawn. The clan rank Helper has been added, and using a smiley face icon. This is so you could use smiley face icons in the clan channels like you could in legacy chat channels. The Ruby rank icon has now a darker shade of red. The metal bars have been recolored to match their in-game counterparts. And while we're here, the ability to opt in from your clan's channel without leaving the clan for privacy. The option to left-click attack members of your clan for a friendly battle. New ways to sort clan lists by various criteria beyond just alphabetical. Then we have new merch. Do check out the new merch from Angelscapes and also just from RuneScape in general. But they have some pretty cool stuff, pretty cool pins, and then they even have a jigsaw puzzle now, so do check it out. And then we also have the RuneScape, the first 20 years. The book is officially released along with both the editions, so do check it out. PvP World Rhoda has moved to Period B, 560 UK PvP World, 579 US High Risk PvP World, 561 UK Free-to-Play PvP World, 580 US LMS Competitive. Extras are Vanguards can no longer become immortal after reaching 0 HP. The model of the naval shirts from the Trouble Brewing have been edited and replaced to fit the female torso better. Now pose. Models within the Mushroom Meadows have been optimized to improve performance. Plows and Hesidius will push any players who are standing in front of them. The rocks that lead to the Caridian Desert surface down to the Agility Pyramid will now walk you to the correct spot if you attempt to use them from the wrong sides. Celestial rings and signets are now protected on death with higher priority. The Silver Needle in Shizian has been replaced with a normal one, and the new anti-poison potion can go in the shared storage at the chambers of Zarek. So that's actually it for this week, guys, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, later, guys.